you know, there are so many different types of emergencies that people may have not thought about. You know, a forest fire, it could break out and involve a lot of people's in their home and things of that nature. And I noticed a couple of years back we had a little tremor, you know, down in the Barberville area. I was down there that day and we had a little tremor. I heard that Kentucky is sitting on a fault line.
Well, actually, Kentucky is, I think we have 5 fault lines running through this state. The new Madrid fault probably poses Kentucky more chance of devastation probably than any of the other 4. And from what I've read and been told and the meetings I went to and such, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And they're projecting that a magnitude earthquake, 6 or 7, 8, something like that, if this thing happens, that there's 24 counties in West Kentucky that'll be devastated.
Oh my goodness.
So it's, you know, I don't know that you can do too much to prepare. It's just, you know, common sense, good sense, be smart. Individual households, you know, they've heard this over and over, but, you know, you need to keep 3-day water supply for each person in the house, extra batteries for your flashlights. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a fireproof box, you know, to keep your deeds to your property in, your important papers and such as that. Something that you could take, if you have a shelter, you could go to a shelter. Fire, you know, fire is devastating. Everything you own could be wiped out in just a short time. So,
say like if there was an emergency that broke out, whether it be man-made or a natural disaster, how can people, you know, like get a hold of your services? Like, oh my goodness, this emergency has just happened. How can we get a hold of Albert Health? Same way calling your office?
They can call my office. They can call the local dispatch center. That number is, of course, 911.
Right.
But there's another number that's 606-878-7000. And if it's a true emergency, we want people to dial 911.
Right.
But depending on what part of this county they're in, and if they're calling from a cell phone, they need to understand that the south end of this county, they may hit a tower that actually their call will go to Whitley County, or it could go to Knox County. So if they want to dial the 878-7000 number, they will get Laurel Dispatch.
Well, usually the aftermath of an emergency is when people need your services the most. You know, this devastation thing has happened, and people are like, what are we going to do now? You know, and that's where you come in and you've got the answers for people.
Well, I try to stay on top of things, and we'll help the people any possibly way we can.
Right.
And, you know, the county judge executive, he's a people person. During the tornado, he was out. He was actually feeding victims breakfast of a morning, right out of his own pocket. So we're trying to do everything that we possibly can do for the people of this county.
I mean, you never know when things is going to come up. We could have a flood, a big major flood to hit Laurel County area. And, you know, the water has been known to raise in certain low levels.
Sometimes after heavy rain, we do have the low-lying areas. Sometimes we have families that get cut off, and we'll actually have to go in. We get the rescue squad to take a boat and go in and get those people out of their homes. So it's anything, you know, Kentucky weather. I've been told that if I don't like Kentucky weather, just hang around a little while, it's going to change.
Right.
And that's about true for the most part.
Right. I remember one year we had the big drought, you know, no rain and things was drying up, and even people's cattle was dying and things of that nature.
Yeah, it's, you know, you have to accept what God puts on you.
Exactly.
He's in control of everything, and you can't ask why. You just accept it and go on, but make the best preparation you can for those things.
So you being the manager director for the county, there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you're doing a fine, outstanding job. You're out here talking to people, getting things together, and you got to work through a lot of legislation, a lot of red tape and things of that nature, going through Frankfurt and stuff, but you're doing a commendable job.
Well, I appreciate that. Another plus in my corner, I'm in a region here with emergency management. The regional manager, Jerry Raines, is a super nice guy, real intelligent, and he was by my side almost daily in this tornado, and he kept a lot of pressure off me because he made contacts for me and the judge that really let us do something else. But Jerry Raines, which is a regional manager, and he's got, I think, 11 counties in this area, and he's a plus for the people too.